It's almost 2 months now, going to 6 weeks, and we have not even finalized this Mbuemo's deal. Now players have resumed preseason, and Mbuemo is not a Manchester United player yet, and the Manchester United board are still dragging this deal, and this is how they will drag it until the last minute of the transfer window. Then we will now eventually pay what we don't want to pay, what we have been avoiding, and that is what is going to end this transaction. Because I don't know why a team will stay long for a player. Once you already know your bid, you said earlier at the beginning of the season that you don't want to spend over 65 million on any player, and these people are requesting more than 65 million. Then what you need to do is just to work out and go for other alternative. There are other players that will come in and give us what we want in Mbuemo. I don't know why we are doing making it a do or die affair, or there is like, if we don't get Mbuemo, we won't get another player. We had this issue last summer, and this is how we resolve it. When we are going for João Neves of Benfica requested us to pay 120 million, but we see that amount as very much. Instead of going for João Neves, we went for another player, which is Ugarte. Now if you look at Ugarte's performance at Manchester United and João Neves' performance last season, they are close to similar, because Ugarte had 45 appearances for us. He scored 2 goals and had 6 assists. He also had 89% pass completion rate in his passes last season, and he created 12 chances with 77 tackles for Manchester United last season. We got him for £50 million. Now João Neves, on the other hand, that we were requesting 120 million for, PSG eventually signed him for 70 million that last season. Now this is Neves' stats for PSG last season. He had 57 appearances, he scored 7 goals, he had 10 assists, he had 90% pass completion, and 140 tackles and interception altogether. That's 70 million. We got him for 50 million naira. Now then, though this is not a comparison, I'm not trying to compare their performances, to compare the two players, but I'm just trying to compare their performance with, in relative to their price tag. Now we forgone a player of 120 million, then we got someone for 50 million, and that person gave us almost the same stats with what the player that had 120 million would have given us. Because now if you look at it, he had 17 goals and assists, while Ugarte had 8 goals and assists. So which means this Mbuemo, since Brentford are requesting for something that is above our benchmark, then let's go for somebody that is cheaper and that will give us something, even if not up to what Mbuemo will give us, but at least he will give us something close to that. There's Bowen in West Ham. I don't know why people are not talking about Jared Bowen. I'm very sure Jared Bowen will give us something similar to what Mbuemo will offer us. Then why are we killing ourselves on this deal? What will be the painful part of this deal is if Manchester United eventually pay that amount for Brentford, because it's going to be our loss. Because by now Mbuemo should be our player and should be in the preseason camp with the players. I don't know what's going on. Why are they dragging this thing for too long? It's becoming boring. Man United should back off the deal. It's not compulsory. There are other players that are better than him.